Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Resident Evil the board game by Steamforged Games, and today we're doing the last of the starter levels. The 4 levels you can choose from as soon as you start the game in the main hall of the mansion. This is the second floor East A, and if you are looking to get into the mansion deeper, I would actually start with this one sooner because there is 2 C items hidden on this level. But yeah, you should just about be able to make out Chris. We start over here. If we were using 2 characters or we had 2 or more players, there's another starting location down here at the bad side of a one-way door. But the rules are kind of similar to this one. The game is going to get harder after we finish this one, so we're going to hopefully enjoy the last of it being relatively easy. And if we do run into anything nasty like a Crimson Head again, for instance, we do have that shotgun to fall back on, and we can guilt-free use 2 rounds from it because we would get those back when the mission is finished. But the specific objective is we have to find, if both C items in the scenario have been collected, so it gives away that there's 2. There's none on the map to start with, so it's all in the unexplored stuff down the way, which is why I've kind of built it at the top of the table here. So if all the C items in the scenario have been collected and there are no corpse tokens on the playing area, we can choose to end. Now, there's corpse tokens all over the place. There's one in the room directly above Chris, there's one in the big room adjacent to him, there's one over here. That's kind of annoying to have to go and do with one character. But special rules, tension deck runs out, we get to shuffle it. If we perform a search action with to pick up a C item and there's any corpses on the tile, they get up as normal zombies. And if we find a square with a crest token, it says, and there's no crest tokens here, so again this must be further down the map when we start opening explore doors, that represents a kerosene container with unlimited supply, so we can replenish ourselves back to full. That's to make sure you can actually do the mission. Speaking of which, the B deck in this mission is a lighter, and a dagger. I don't want more lighters, so I think we can pretty much just ignore the B items. Focus on the A items, try and get some ammunition to hold on to for harder missions, because it is going to get more difficult. And maybe the A deck has defensive items in it as well, so I'm not too fussed about searching the B items just to find the one dagger, especially because I haven't had much luck with holding on to those. But I think that covers everything. You had to shuffle 1 item into the A deck for this mission. You had to shuffle a new tension card into the tension deck. There is apparently 2 explore cards, which must mean that after we get through the south bit there, it's going to have to link up somehow to the one-way door down here. And once we complete it, we add second floor East B to the mansion map. Oh, speaking of which, after we finished East A last time on the first floor, we couldn't have proceeded that direction any further anyway. I think it's the armor key. We need to go further in that way. So we would have had to double back, or go to the one we're doing today, or use one of the C items we've already collected to go to one of the B areas in the west side of the mansion. Either way though, let's see what happens to Chris today. Oh, and thank you as always for the support on these videos, I appreciate it. And if you want to go above and beyond to support what we do here, please do consider becoming a channel member or pressing the thanks button. Last time I'll mention it, I did do a little video on how to paint up a zombie. In fact, I think this was the very zombie I painted. If you want to know the painting techniques, hopefully that is at all in focus. I don't think it is it? It's very early in the morning. Hopefully that's close enough. So if you're interested in how to paint the zombies to look like that, it is super simple. The video is less than 10 minutes. It took me less than 20 to actually do it. It's super fast. So until we get down to the southern areas, it's going to be a little bit awkward. Hopefully this camera angle will do. I do have to spend a little bit of time up here just to burn the corpse tokens, since that's a criteria for being able to finish the level. I'm going to go into the middle room eventually. I'm going to leave the top right because we can always go through the one-way door, because I think towards the end of the mission I'll want the storage box that's over the right hand side of the starting map anyway. So Chris is going to open this for 1. He is going to go in for 2, and we immediately draw 2 encounter cards for this itty bitty tiny room. Spawn a corpse. At the end of the active character's tension phase, replace each corpse on this tile with a zombie. I can actually do something about that this time, because we have 2 actions left. And the closest biohazard symbol, I think, is... Yep, so there's 2 corpses on there, but there won't be for long. Oh, incidentally, I forgot to put down a zombie corpse last time, but it fell onto the tile where I burned the corpse anyway. You can burn multiple corpses if they're on the same tile, just like you can in the video game. Spawn 2 corpses. I see. Well, technically, is there a second... There is a second biohazard symbol, so actually they would be split apart. Let's see, I have exactly enough corpse tokens. So actually, there is going to be a zombie. But there's 3 on that one, so for Chris's last 2 actions, I'm just going to walk onto this. You only use 1 kerosene token to burn the square. It doesn't take 3. And he's going to burn those corpses, but that encounter card means that corpse takes care of itself in the sense that it stands up. Oh, incidentally, currently we are back to what would normally be Chris's starting amount of kerosene with 4 tokens. So, thanks to that encounter card, there is now, and let's use the zombie I painted that I was talking about, sure. And he's going to react onto Chris. Retention card. Cornered. Locate the closest tile to the active character where there are no enemies. Sorry, enemies but no characters. There isn't any. Is there a if or condition here? No, I guess not. So actually we got kind of lucky drawing this early then. Normally that would be terrible. Well, second turn of the game. We're back to 15 bullets, so let's crack off 3 of them. And I don't even care if it doesn't die. I just want to push it out my way. Well, I'm glad I said that, because all we did was push it. So that was 1. Now, I'm going to have to come around this side of the camera. We're going to move here for 2. We're going to open this door for 3. And I'm going to shoot the zombie again. Let's go for another 3. I'm getting overconfident with burning the ammo because we have the shotgun to fall back on. Hey! Oh! Not only did we kill it, Chris's passive kicks in. I got 2 damage and a kill shot, which means that he blows the zombie's head off and I don't put down a corpse token. That was an ideal situation. And then retention card, we don't do anything for that next room yet because we're not in there. All clear. I don't know why for the big room you only draw 1 encounter card. I guess drawing 2 in a tiny room is actually more dangerous. But either way, we're coming in here for 1. We have to draw a single encounter card. I'm going to stretch over the camera, apologies. Place a yellow unexplored tile on this tile. Token on this tile. So I guess that, assuming it works like how those kind of things did in Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, we don't trigger it now, it's when someone walks back onto the tile. So if I leave and come back, we have to draw it again. If I come in from that side, I have to draw it. But ending a turn there doesn't, at least... Well, I'm still on the tile though, so because of the way the wording's changed, maybe it does. But then that would be pointless as a card then, because why would you bother it should just say draw another encounter card. I'm going to say it's when I touch the tile again, because that's how it worked in the previous games. We went in for 1, we're going to go here for 2, pick up the item for 3, and then I'm going to wait, because I don't want to end a turn on the corpse, because there's a chance it will get up and bite me. Well, depending on what tension card we draw, there's a chance of that anyway, but still, we found our first load of ammunition. Back in the days when it actually had the magazine, and it wasn't just a box of bullets. That's how it looked in the game. So that will replenish our handgun bullets by 8, if I get desperate, but that's the kind of ammo you want to keep, or ammo in general you want to keep for like a boss, because you don't want to have to be reduced to using a knife on the boss. Oh, I put that in the wrong place, there we go. Tension card. Shattering glass. Draw an additional tension card. Oh yeah, because that says draw an additional tension card, the card I drew last time that said draw 2 probably did mean draw 2 on top of that, just because there is that wording that exists in the game. So in this case it is draw 1 extra, but for the one I did that for last time, I did it wrong. All clear. Good. Alright, I've moved this in a bit more because there is actually a door here that presumably links up back where we started, down on the left. So I'm going to go that way just to save me doubling back on myself. But first, it's not visible I think, but there is a corpse on the top of the tile here. So we're going to go here for 1, burn it for 2, 3, and then we're behind this door. So now kerosene tokens are down to 3. And we'll just tension. And then we're going to open the door. I'm getting all the bad ones early, aren't I? The next character is on the same tile, so I have to make sure I leave the tile, but with my first action I am, so that's okay, because my first action is opening the door, which means we get teleported through to whatever's going to appear there. This is the number 1 door on the map, for the explore cards that is. Well, I was wrong. It does not link back round to the door I thought it would, which was this one over here. If it so happens that the C item we've discovered in this area is the sword key, it will be able to link back round. Here is the card, incidentally. There it is. We have to orientate it like that. So we have ourselves a B item, 2 encounter cards, a crest token so we can refill our kerosene here, which is excellent, a C item with a corpse in it, and then that door that would link back through to where a player 2 start is, and we do have to go over there because there's corpses, so we have to deal with that. But I have 3 actions left, and we walked into a room with a double encounter card draw. They're loving the 2 encounter cards for 2x2 rooms in this one, which is very dangerous. Let's see what we get. Spawn a zombie, draw a tension card. Okie dokie. Where is the biohazard symbols? There's one on Chris, but there's one on the crest, so when it's possible to not be on the player, don't do that. I'll just do the tension card now as well. All clear. Although it has the X on it, I've been reminded to keep an eye on that. And spawn a doggo. Oh dear. Where is it? I always miss the doggos when I look at them, and again, can't really be on me. So the annoying part is there's a wall, a little bit of wall here, so I can't actually see them. How much does the dog move when he's doing his nasty attack? Range 3? That's dangerous. I've got 3 actions left, so I can move and I can pop off a shot on each of them. I kinda want to hold off in case I find a crimson head. We'll only use the shotgun on the dog if I have to, because I don't want that bite to get through. So we've got 2 actions left. I'm going to fire at the dog with 3 pistol bullets. So that puts us down to 6. And hopefully going to kill it. I know it'll get the zombie on us, but we absolutely did kill it. Annoyingly, if I'd shot the zombie, it would have blown its head off. And if I'd fired the shotgun, it would have hit the whole tile and killed them both. So that's doubly annoying, but what can you do? Zombie walks onto us, and for my last action, I'm debating using a shotgun shell just to take his head off. We'll use 3 more bullets. At least I have the handgun bullets to fall back on, so we've only got 1 full load of shooting left after this. Wow, only a push. Well, a push. End of turn reaction, he walks right back onto me like, what's up? And we tension. Deadly Rasp, draw an encounter card. Can't win today, getting all the really bad cards early. Spawn 2 zombies! Well, we're going to have to use the shotgun because I don't have enough ammo to deal with this situation. Yeah, it's really bad. So I'm off with the biohazard symbol now, so there's 1 there, and there's 1 there. Yeah, we're going to have to crack out the shotgun. This is not good. I do have 3 pistol rounds left though, so I'm going to start by using those. And we'll shoot the zombie on us. We pushed him, so we're going to push him away. And then these 2 zombies are going to walk onto us. And then for my second action, we're going to crack off one of our 6 shotgun shells. And hope that I get the AoE to kill them both. Oh, seriously? Well, we miss. So both those zombies get to attack us. Dodging the first attack, yes I did. Dodging the second, yes I did. Thank goodness those weren't gunshots. He would react, so now they're all on the tile. Cracking off shotgun shell number 2 because I have nothing left. That still does 1 damage, right? With the shotgun. Yes, but it doesn't do AoE. Well, we kill 1 zombie. And the shotgun always decapitates, so there's no corpse. But I think I have to dodge again, twice. Dodged, and dodged. Actually no, that would be 2 dodges, so the second one failed. Push him away, take 1 damage. And end of turn reaction, going to do 1 more dodge, because one of them stayed on my tile. Did it. And the other one walks back. Oh dear, this is nasty. Watch me draw a tension card that does something even worse now. Annoying fear, if this character leaves. Well, that's not going to be a problem, thankfully. We're not leaving the tile. I am going to have to go into those extra shotgun shells. I'm going to fire a shotgun shell. We're down to 3. Please get a hit. Well, I did 1 damage and killed 1 of them. That's a start, I suppose. Does the other one bite me? Nope. And then... I don't really want to use any more shotgun shells. I'm going to reload. I'm going to use the 8 handgun bullets, but that's an action with a zombie on my tile, so I have to try and do a dodge. Annoyingly, I would have killed everything on the tile if that was a shotgun blast. Goodbye, handgun bullets. The 5 minutes I had you were very nice. So now we're back up to 8, and then I'm going to immediately use 3 of those to hopefully kill this zombie that's being so persistent. No, I pushed him. Well, I'll push him away. So I believe that was 3 actions. I have 1 left. I'm outie. We're going to move here. End of turn reaction. He's going to block the door. I'm going out. Tension card. This zombie is unkillable. First action this turn. I'm using the kerosene, large kerosene container. So we go back up to our maximum, which, because I'm using 1 character, is 8. I killed that other zombie with a shotgun as well, didn't I? Yes. And I'm just gonna walk onto the zombie for 2, try and open the door for 3, which means I need to do a dodge because he's on my tile. I did it. And I'm gonna walk through the door, which I think is another dodge. And that time we didn't. So we push the zombie away, take 1 more damage, and end of turn reaction, he walks onto me again. World's strongest zombie gets even worse. Enemies on the same tile as the active character immediately perform an attack action. Well, an action, but it's an attack action. And he gets me! Push away. We are now 1 hit. Well, we're on 2 health. So 2 more hits will kill us. But that does mean I can start the next turn by going in here, closing the door, moving on to here, and burning this corpse. The scary, scary zombie that isn't even a Crimson Head can't hurt us in here so far. That is a nightmare. So now, because I took out that corpse first, when we pick up the C item there, it's not going to get up. And that was my last action. So tension card, all clear. Next turn, I guess I'm going to have to use the first aid spray, but I think I'd rather wait till I'm on 1 health so I get the most use out of it, because it heals up fully, I believe. Oh no, it's healed by full level, 3 levels actually. So yeah, okay, first action, we'll get rid of our first aid spray, which will heal us for 3 to put us at full health. Open this door for 2, because we're going through there sooner or later. Come over here for 3 and pick up the C item. And if it isn't the sword key, then the last C item on this level somewhere has to be the sword key. What is it? It's the sword key! Hooray! We finally found it. So late. Well, at least that means we can open the door if it's adjacent to us when we want to get out of here. But I've still got 2 corpses to go after, so that was a full turn as well. We're burning tension cards. Keep quiet. Oh, this was the card we added, which for solo play, especially because I'm recording, it's not going to do anything. It just means the next player to talk during the next turn would trigger an ill effect. It's just a silly card, which we'll just be treating as another all clear for the purposes of these videos. So, let's go burn a corpse. 1, 2, 1 encounter card. 2 actions left. Spawn a corpse, place a yellow unexplored tile on this token on this tile. There just was one. Well, now there's 2 corpses to burn here. I've got 2 actions left, so we'll walk onto here, burn him that just spawned, and no tension, and then burn the other one unless it gets up. All clear. So 1 burned for 2. 2 actions left. 5 kerosene left. I want to straight shoot at the other corpse, because there's 1 last corpse up here. I might as well just go get it. So, done, and open here. That does mean I'm going to have to walk back through this tile and draw a new encounter card, but that's just going to have to happen. Tension card. Drawing all the all clears that have the nasty symbol on the bottom. Although it is weird that the nasty symbol is green, it makes it feel like it's a nice token. Alright, move this over here ever so slightly. So we're going in for 1, nothing to do here because this would be a starting room. 2, 3, open door for 4. Now my goal in here is just run for the corpse, burn it, and then get out as fast as possible. Fevered Assault. During the next player's turn, increase enemy movement by 1. That could be bad, although we've drawn a lot of the bad encounter cards. Well, walking in for 1, we draw 2 encounter cards. We haven't drawn the safe room one yet. After resolving all spawn entries, cards drawn on this, replace the closest corpse with a zombie. Well, that actually solves the problem for me. And there's the safe room one. Ignore the effects of other encounter cards drawn with this card. Okay. Well, in that case, nothing becomes of this, so the corpse doesn't get up because it cancels out the other card. So we had 3 actions left. 2, 3, burn corpse, because the corpse did not get up. And I am going to grab that A item because we need to replenish some of our supplies now, unfortunately. So we'll pick up the A item for 1, and then 2, 3, 4. I'm coming back this way so I can just run straight through the bottom there. So the A item we found up there was a green herb. Well, I don't have any first aid sprays now, so collecting healing items is a good thing. All clear. 1, 2. I want a whole turn for this. I could have used the storage when I was passing. Is there anything in storage I want? We've got a green herb, red herb mix. We've got another green herb in there. I've got my knife. It might come down to that. Nah. I'll just burn the rest of my turn sitting there. All clear, but with the danger symbol. And then we're coming back down here. 1. Have to draw an encounter card. Locate the closest tile to the active character that contains one or more enemies and at least one non-locked closed door. Open every non-locked. Oh no. He's free. That blows open. So that was 1. We're going to go 2, 3, 4. Staring down our mortal enemy. End of turn reaction. He's threatening us. I have to shoot him one more time because I wouldn't mind filling up my kerosene again. But that's another turn's problem. First of all, I hate that this zombie has lived through so much punishment. It has to die. Let's pop off 3 of our 5 shots. Got him. Left behind a corpse, but got him. Which we're immediately going to walk in for 2 and then 3 to burn. So I won't bother putting it down. I'll just take away a kerosene token. And then 4, we're going to go back on the container because I need to fill up on kerosene again. Mission update. Okay. This could be good or bad. Stars card. Let's pull back a little bit in case it's got a lot of text on it. Oh, it does. Screams. Draw up to 5 cards. If this character found 3 or more investigation tokens, draw a card from the A deck and place it in the item box. If any of the cards drawn have the stars symbol, draw a card from the survivor deck. Oh, that means we find a new person. If the character was killed or abandoned, draw a card from the survivor deck and remove it from the game. I'll give that a go. So we draw 5 encounter cards. We don't do what it says to spawn, we just go by the tokens along the top. Now there's Brad taking 1 damage. That is one of the tokens needed. How many did we need to find? 2? 3 or more in 5 cards. Well, there's the 3. As long as he survives 2 more cards. Use 1 more damage to him. He heals 2 at the end, so as long as this isn't damaged, there's no neg. Oh, okay, another investigation token. So then we draw an item from the A deck and place it in the box. So we don't have it on us, but Brad found for us another heal. So that's actually pretty good. Storage box, there we go. So that's also some encounter cards we don't have to use. I'm going to probably have to reshuffle the deck this time. Good job, Brad. You did the thing. Now, new turn. Restore kerosene, back up to 8, because we burned through it, no pun intended. And then back to 8. 2, 3, 4. Attention card. No escape. Open the closest non-locked closed door to this character. That would be this door, which is fine. Open the door. See if I care. We'll go here for 1. We'll use the sword key to open it for 2. Go through it for 3. Come over here for 4. I'll just remove that because it is no longer required. Now, there's nothing mission-centric on the previous maps we've done that need the sword key. I did check after that weird one where using the sword key was part of the criteria for proceeding to the win condition. It was just a chance of extra supplies, so you're not missing too much. Not missing anything that is required to proceed through the game. Move here for 1. Open this door for 2. So we're going to have 2 actions left once we populate whatever this is. This is going to be quite large, I think, because it has to go all the way round, down and round to the one-way door. Didn't need quite as much space as I thought it would, but we have... I like that it's forced me to use all the tiles that actually show the outside, so it does look like you're going around the side of the house, which is what you do in the GameCube version when you're looking for kerosene and stuff like that. So we actually are on this tile with 2 actions left. There's an item there. We're going to have to draw a single encounter in a minute. There's another kerosene container down here. I've just moved the other one because we have no reason to go back now. 2 encounter cards here with a corpse and an E item, and then the final corridor over there that takes us to the one-way door has a corpse, a dog, an archway as well, so this is all reacting at the same time, and the final C item. So as long as we clear all this, we are done. Gotta remove that rather, and draw an encounter card first of all. After resolving all spawn entries on cards drawn, replace the closest corpse with a zombie. The closest corpse is this one down here. It's doing my job for me. So he's now a zombie on that A item then. That's not so bad. So we have 2 actions left. I'm just going to move and pick up the A item because, again, we need loot. Hey, more handgun bullets. Have to desperately try and not use these. I need to hold on to ammo for the harder missions. We still have 3 shotgun shells and 2 handgun bullets. That dog will have to die, and I really hope the 2 handgun bullets I've got left in the gun are going to do the job. End of turn reactions though. This zombie reacts because it's all open thanks to those archways. Dogs move standard 2. So he's going to go 1, 2 all the way over. I'm sorry, just out of sight. Come this way a little bit. He'll be along shortly, trust me. And then tension card. Crimson Rage. Remove the closest corpse and replace it with a crimson head. There's the bad one. Okay, well, that was actually the last corpse on the table, because this corpse just became a crimson head. Problem is though, I need to get past all of them to get to the C item, because I can't end until we pick up the C item. Oh, that's terrifying. How fast are crimson heads? They only move 1. That's really surprising because they're very fast in the video game. Well, I'm gonna 1, 2. If I walk in here, it's gonna spawn up a couple more things as well. I'm gonna wait here. I think we might have to burn a few turns, but I want the dog to get to me so that I can kill it. So the crimson head only moves 1. This zombie only moves 1. The dog moves 2. I can see the zombie, but I don't want to shoot the zombie. So retention card, because I'm just ending my turn. All clear, and they're doing their nasty attacks, so I'm glad I did that. Range 0 for the zombie, range 1 for the zombie, range 0 for the crimson head. So I'm just going to burn another turn. He reacts. He reacts. Dog goes... There's a dog there. Yeah, 1, 2. He's caught up with the crimson head. And this is dangerous what I'm doing, but I don't have the ammo to do it any other way. That's the problem. Encounter card. No escape. Open the closest non-locked door. I think one-way doors count as locked and every other door is open. Actually, this one up here isn't. Now it is. I could technically give them a massive run around. It would be so tedious, but it would absolutely work because, well, I'd have to draw an encounter card up there, but I could draw them up here and just run around because I'm faster than them. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do it riskier just because it's much less boring, but that would be the safer, smarter thing to do since I cleared the map. So, I'm just ending my turn again. Walk. 1, 2, 1. So he's going to be in front of me next turn. I can take a shot at the dog, then dodge past him, then I've just got to survive the Crimson Head. I haven't been doing actions. I forgot that the Crimson Head does actions, although I did do that slightly wrong. If he is starting on your tile, he doesn't react to you moving away, it's only after that. So they're not quite as deadly as I was displaying. Unfolding events. Draw a narrative card, then remove this card from the deck for the rest of the scenario. Well, we're not going to be shuffling it, I think, so... Narrative card. Crimson Tide. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for each number 1 encounter card and shuffle them into the top half of the encounter deck. If no number 1 encounter cards have been added to the encounter deck, shuffle this card back into the deck and draw a replacement. I'm not sure, honestly. Search the encounter deck and discard pile for each number 1 encounter card, shuffle them into the top half. I think there has been number 1s added. I'm going to check the discard deck. I'll show you what they mean if I find one. Hang on. Number 1 encounter cards. No, none of these have any. I'm going to have to check the draw pile then. There's only like 3 left in the draw pile. No, I don't think there has been any new encounter cards added yet. So what are you supposed to do in that situation? If no number 1 encounter cards have been added to the encounter deck, shuffle this card back into the deck and draw a replacement. Okay. You know what that probably is? When you get deep enough, you'll probably have to add an encounter card that spawns a Crimson Head. And I bet that's what it's looking for, because it was called like Crimson Tide or whatever. So that'll probably be what it is. I've shuffled the narrative deck. Draw another one. Commotion. Choose a character. That character can draw and resolve up to 5 cards from the encounter deck. If there's 5 or more investigations on the revealed cards or the star symbol, draw a card from the survivor deck and place it in the reserves. The card with the stars card was not drawn and the revealed cards show less than 5 investigations. Draw from the survivor deck and no, not going to do that. I don't want to lose anybody. I was hoping some of those would let me lower the danger level, because I've not found a way to lower the danger level yet. It's not giving me the option to do it. So I'm burning a turn. Go there. 1, 2, and now is when the danger starts. Well, after we resolve a tension card. It's got the bad symbol. Of course it does. Of course it does. Right, I'm popping off my last 2 bullets in the hopes of taking out the dog. We do indeed take out the dog. That's what I wanted. This zombie would react, but because he's doing his nasty attack, he can actually reach me from there, so he doesn't move on to me. We do dodge him, however. The Crimson Head would react to here. I've got 3 actions left. I'm going to come around the corner here and end my turn. All clear, no symbol. That's what I wanted. I ended my turn though, so he would do that. He would do that. They're going to stay equidistant, so if I'm going to go, I might as well go. So we're going to go 1, move away for 2. Yes. 3. And I shall end my turn. None of them have range 1, so the Crimson Head is on me though. Oh wait, I touched the tile with the encounter cards. That is the tension card I'm going to draw, but first of all we have to draw the 2 encounter cards. Spawn a zombie. This is a gauntlet. Spawn a zombie in the active character's square. Wow, it gets worse. So a zombie spawns in the closest biohazard symbol I'm not on, which is there, and a zombie spawns literally on my square. Now, how many actions did I have left? I just ended my turn, right? So they're not getting to do anything this turn anyway, because the reaction phase happens. Actually, no, they would have appeared before I finished my final action. Yes, so they would get to do something the 2 that existed wouldn't. Reanimate, locate the closest corpse. There is none. They're all gone. They all got up and are currently murdering me. So I have to dodge 1 attack, not from the Crimson Head, and I do it. Now, my turn is nasty. I need to do a medium dodge, small dodge, and then run for my life. That was a medium dodge. No, that was the best dodge I just rolled. Medium dodge. That is weak dodge. Push away. Take 1 damage. Second action, try again. Only needing a small dodge. Didn't get one. Push away. Take 1 damage. Third action, 4th action, walk away. Of course, that time I rolled the best dodge. End of turn reactions. Sorry, there's a bit of fluff attached to Chris's base that's been bugging me. There. All these zombies. I'm actually being chased by a zombie horde. All clear. Lies. Filthy, filthy lies. Alright, we have to do yet another dodge. Dodge for your life, Chris. Oh, he did a medium and a big there. Where was that earlier? So he's going to go here for 1, come here for 2, pick this up for 3, come here for 4. I am running for my life from a literal horde, but you gotta loot. Never mind. Nothing. Reactions, doop, and the Horde all move together. Thank goodness. The Crimson Heads only move... Oh wait, he should have been reacting when I reacted, I forgot. So hang on, I pushed him there. I moved here, which means he would have moved back here. Then I moved over here, so he already would have been here. I moved here, so he'd be here. He moved there, moved there. I think he's actually there. So actually, he's right there. I forgot... Oh, I also moved the wrong model. I forgot that they react when I do actions, as long as he's not on the same tile as me. So actually, he is breathing down my neck. He's going to be one behind me constantly, in fact. Tension. All clear, but they're doing their nasties. For the Crimson Head, that just means he does 2 damage. He's still point blank range. So for every square I move, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that means he's going to get on to me though, when the reaction phase happens, which is now. Wanders onto me. Wanders onto me. Wanders onto me. Oh no, Chris is pointing the gun over his head. That's no good. That's not going to kill him. All clear. There's no point even cracking out the shotgun because the Crimson Head has 2 health. So Chris is just going to dodge. No, he's not. Well, he's going to push then. That's fine. And take 1 more damage. And then go 2, 3, 4. And then that means the Crimson Head actually moves on to him at the end of the turn, unfortunately. But all that stands between us and victory is either 1 past evade roll or 2. Because you have to pass an evade roll if there's an enemy on your square when you're doing an action. He did it. He picks up the C item. And I think that means we can just instantly end, right? Let me just double check. If both C items have been collected and there are no corpse tokens. Yes. So even though there's a Crimson Head breathing down our necks, we can end after picking up what should be the final 1-star item. Oh, herbicide. Okay, so we're going to run into the mansion plant. This is used in first floor west B. If it's already been completed, this card can be used to retrieve and resolve the number 2 mission card. I have not done it yet, so we can use it there to do something. Well, okay, by the skin of our teeth, we made it out. Man, that was a rough one. So, when we finish the mission, we get 15 handgun bullets back. We get 2 shotgun shells, taking us to 5 of the 6 it can hold. You are supposed to only heal 1, but we have really heal full here. And we actually did end with full kerosene, so that's nice. So we got something out of it. We got 2 green herbs and some handgun bullets and the sword key. I'll have to double check that the sword key even has any purpose in the B areas, because that's what we'll be moving on to next. Danger level in the mansion goes up by 1 for just doing a mission. Oh, we're into amber, so I'm going to have to try and remember now that the teeth marks get done on cards. We really need to find a way to lower that danger level. Well, the game really needs to offer us the ability to, I guess. There is not 5 or more corpses, there is not 5 or more zombies, so I believe that means we don't raise it at all. Brad heals for 2 back to full, and I think that covers it. So if we go by the order in which it's presented in the campaign book, the first of the B areas it suggests is first floor west B, so back where we started, which is what we needed the music for. We needed the Moonlight Sonata music notes. I'm just having a quick glance at it. Oh, it looks like we might need the herbicide as well. Nice. So in that case, planning slightly ahead then, the music notes just get used up to access the area on the mansion map, but we'll have to bring the herbicide with us, I think. So I'll just be discarding the music notes because that's what we're using to go to the floor that we're going to next time. But I hope you enjoyed. That one was rough. We wasted so many resources because I just couldn't roll the dice. Couldn't roll 6s, and that's the way it goes sometimes. Hopefully I didn't miss too many reactions there with the Crimson Head. I think I made up for it all, but hopefully. Either way though, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe a couple of days before the next one of these. I'm still painting stuff obviously. Spacing them a bit more now, but it'll probably be up, if not Monday, Wednesday. all things going correct. Thank you for watching though, I hope you enjoyed, and see you next time. It's time for now.